love Harold. I love the way he works. He's just one of those people that I say he's just good at football.
You don't want to get handsy with me, dog. I'm telling you.
Hey, yo.
As we all are, I'm a Shedeur Sanders stan. But this is also a Harold Fannin stan account. And Harold Fannin is a very, very special player. He's a tight end, and I think he's going to be one of the biggest keys to success for Shedeur to have a long and successful career as the Cleveland Browns starting quarterback. Because, it takes a village, it takes a team for success. And that boy, Harold Fannin, is a whole different level. We're going to go through a few things. First, obviously, I'm going to show you something because I don't want to talk too much about Shedeur here. What I want to show you is the fact that Shedeur Sanders lights certain fires under players. And we're going to see that from other Raiders players and how they gravitate towards them. And then we're going to focus on the big dog that is Harold Fannin. Out of Bowling Green, he is a real deal Ohio kid, and it's a match made in heaven that he goes from Bowling Green now to the Cleveland Browns, and he has a chance to completely reinvent this Cleveland Brown offense, doing things no other tight end has ever seen. Titans' best friend, quarterback's best friend is an elite tight end, and I think they got two of them with David Njoku and Harold Fannin right now. But first things first, how do people get around when they're around 12? Do they feel a certain way?
Considering at that age.
Why you was trying to hit the shit out of me, though?
I was.
I was on his eye today.
Oh, no. Fuck no. I was throwing his little ass. You doing your thing.
Yeah. You remember on that field? Yeah. I'll be forgetting about that film. Yeah, look. He got one off me, but I ain't feeling that.
Hey, keep going, bro.
I'm about to get it back in blood one day, homie.
I look forward to that, man.
But look.
Hey, keep going, bro.
You love to see that, man. Look, a lot of people don't like confidence. A lot of people don't like that. But I tell you what, when you're around a group of people who play football and their job is to be the most athletic, be better than you, outman somebody, absolutely put somebody in the dirt. How can you outstrength somebody? You got to have a different mindset. I'm sorry. Shedeur Sanders, I don't know if y'all knew this. Shedeur Sanders, he don't work at Staples, right? He don't work at a front counter at a what do you call it? A Walmart. You know what I'm saying? He ain't bagging groceries. Shedeur Sanders ain't gotta be. He don't gotta make you feel good. You know who he has to make feel good? Who he has to give confidence to? His teammates. And when you see an unwavering person like that, somebody who the other teams respect, somebody who uplifts his own teammates and gives them a certain level of, confidence. Why would I want a quarterback who isn't confident in himself? Why would I want a quarterback leading and leader of men to not be sure about himself? Why would I want a quarterback who throws an interception and mopes and cries and upset? Nah, man, hey, I'm going to get you back. I got you. Go up to one of the baddest people on the defensive side of the field in NFL. Hey, man, why you doing that? Why? I'm going to have to get you, too. It's a whole different level. And this is not about culture and unculture. What this is about is people who play football and people who don't. I'm sorry about it. There's a reason why Russell Wilson got kicked out of Dodge and everybody had everything negative to say. People don't like that fake stuff. People don't like, and Jalen Hurts finna... Jalen Hurts gonna be next. Anyway, that's not the point. People don't like the fake leadership. They don't like this idea that, oh, you're so cookie cutter perfect. Well, the team does a great job, and the team. Shout out to the team. Shout out to coach. Shout out to coaching team and the coach and coaching the team because the team coaches the team. Like, no, dog. Like, can you show a little bit of reality? Jerry Jeudy gonna drop the ball sometimes. Quinshon Judkins gonna fall and not get the full yard. It's gonna be some days when you're not on your best. But when you have someone like Shedeur Sanders who's even keeled at all times, it makes things better. And you know what makes everything better? Harold Fannin. I told y'all. I gotta be honest with y'all. Y'all think I glazed Shedeur? And this is a major pause. Big pause. Pre-pause. I'll be slobbing all over Harold Fannin, boy. Hey, how about a MAC tight end? Huh? Out of Bowling Green. Comes into the Cleveland Browns organization and just does this right here. How about Harold Fannin in week 12, 33% target share, new season high, 81% route tree, best in game, David Njoku play. It hasn't always amounted to much as a member of the Cleveland Browns, but Fannin has hit at least 20% target share in every game since week 5. Remarkable for a rookie tight end. What that means is as a rookie tight end, who is, if you've been watching the Cleveland Browns, and I don't blame you if you haven't been watching, but it is Shedeur time, so you know how I get down. for a rookie tight end to make himself available to quarterbacks at such a high rate, it's a very good thing, because that is what tight ends are. Tight ends are supposed to be the safety blankets. Traditionally, right? You can still have wide receivers that are safety blankets, even running backs are safety blankets, but traditionally, tight ends are the safety blankets for quarterbacks. So that means he's been making himself available, making himself open, and that means he is a desirable target already for these quarterbacks, no matter who's been quarterbacking since week 5. So not only is he an elite teammate, also when he gets the ball in his hands, he does some nasty things. Tight ends to force 5+ missed tackles in a single game this season: Harold Fannin, 6 in week 3. Harold Fannin, 11 in week 12. Somebody described Harold Fannin as a running back playing tight end that's also a wide receiver. So since 2000, only 2 tight ends picked outside of round 1 have been targeted 50+ times in the first 8 games of their career. That's going to be Jordan Reed, not a bad player, and Harold Fannin Jr. That's the end of the list. Fannin had one of the best college production profiles we've ever charted. It has translated right away. And what does that translation look like? Harold Fannin Jr. amongst all tight ends this year per PFF. 8th in reception, 48 leads team. He leads the team in receptions right now. 11th in yards, leads team. It was 462 yards. He leads the team in yards. 7th in yards after catch, 241. I think you get it. He leads the team, right? And tied 7th in contested catches, tied for team lead. He's 6'3", 240, but he plays like he's 6'8" and 280. And I am a large fan of Harold Fannin. You know who also is a fan of Harold Fannin, and just the rookies in general. And don't worry, I'm gonna do a video on Quinshon Judkins. I'm gonna do a video on Dylan Sampson. I want to go through all these absolute phenomenal rookies and how they can help the brand new QB1 of Shedeur Sanders make great things happen. Here is Dylan Sampson, right? One of my favorite running backs coming out of this class. He was the entire Tennessee offense for Tennessee in 2024. What does he have to say about his rookie counterpart getting it done?
Me and him kind of started building a great connection over these past few weeks, past couple games. I love Harold. I love the way he works. He's just one of those people that I say he's just good at football. Like, I can't explain it, and he's also one of the youngest people in this class along with me, so it's fun to kind of have, guys like that around you on your team, and it's motivating, because when nobody's fighting, Harold is always fighting, like regardless of the score, regardless of the game. So like, it's a testament to him and just his mindset and how he attacks the various roles that they are asking him to do on this offense at a very young age, And as far as our rookie class, that's motivational as well. I think we're all contributing, drafted and undrafted, to this team in a positive manner, and it's only up for here if we continue to, do the right things, continue to get great coaching and learn as much as we can from the guys that came before us. Mm-hmm. It makes you proud about this class, though,
Yo, and, I've said this, pretty often. I think, and, you can go back in the preseason videos. This has been one of my before they played, the Browns rookie class had some of my favorite players, right? Obviously, I'm a Shedeur fan. I'm a Quinshon Judkins fan. I'm a Dylan Sampson fan. And I like Mason Graham. I'm not a Mason Graham fan. I knew he was going to be a baller, but I like Mason Graham, right? There's a lot of great players coming out of this particular draft that, I think is going to, and I didn't even know about Carson Schweringer, but I know about him now. That boy's serious. That boy real serious. So, one of my favorite classes has to be the Browns in totality. But again, Harold Fannin has to be the shining diamond in the center of that crown for Andrew Berry. And just so y'all know what he was doing, and one of the reasons why I started falling in love, I like Harold Fannin. You know what I'm saying? I watched a little bit of Bowling Green, not that much. But when I saw this in the Senior Bowl, I knew it was a little different, right? Now, again, for the people who have been watching, I mean, one hand he slammed me. How about it, right? It's just too easy for him. It's just too easy for him. If you've been watching my channel long enough, you know 2 things. 1, that I love Harold Fannin. And 2, that I love basketball analogies, even though they're probably not good. My basketball analogy for Mr. Harold Fannin Jr. is he is the Luka Doncic. The Luka Doncic of the NFL. Now, so far, because of how prolific he is, he's also making it big there. So it's not just because of the style, right? Because he has a very unique style, and here he is actually getting in the blocking game here. He's got a style that, similar to Luka Doncic, where some people might say that, he kind of beats or dribbles to the beat of his own drum. He kind of is almost offbeat. He sets the tempo. He sets the speed when he's dribbling, when he's attacking the basket, right? Harold Fannin is similar in that, where you can see just like it's not fast. It's not super fast. That's what's happening. But look at this is savvy. This is working leverage. This is just, I'm better than you, right? And I'm going to find space. I'm going to create space, and I'm going to create separation. We're talking about in a world where world-renowned players like Keon Coleman cannot find a way to separate. And I don't think Harold Fannin is the fastest man I've ever seen, but he continues to find inventive ways to separate. I want to show this because this is one of my favorite routes, right? Look what he does right here. The idea of being a tight end, right? You're not a real wide receiver, right? You're gonna get a little nasty and gritty. I assume this is either a safety or a linebacker, typically with guards a tight end. Watch what he does here. The linebacker's gonna get handsy with him. This is all legal from 5 yards out, right? This is legal, so he's all up in his grizzlet. What does he do? Like a basketball player, he's gonna lean on him. He's gonna get in here, right? He's gonna get in here. Oh, I want to bull past you. Psych, no, I don't. And then almost like pulling the chair out, if you know what that is in basketball. I barely know what that is in basketball, right? He's going to force him. Now you try to get all this lean. Oh, don't worry about it. Boop. I just created 3 yards of separation. With a simply reading the defender. That's what makes him so special. It's that I'm sure he's got a plan. I'm sure he knows what he's doing. But this is responding in real time and finding a way. Oh, let me use your leverage against you. Let's get open. Boom. You want to get handsy with me? You don't want to get handsy with me, dog. I'm telling you, you don't. How about, and this looks like more of a safety DB body. This might be still be a linebacker, but he's going to set him out to the outside here. Again, handsy, physical, right? What's he going to do? He's not really leaning, but he's going to push vertical. And what that does is you want this defender to get his hips completely turned and think that you're going to keep threatening vertical, right? He does a great job at that. And then when he gets to the top of the route, he stacks. Right? And this is a nasty step. He doesn't fully stack them, but he takes a violent step to the inside. Boom. Right now, a little push out, but you playing, you know what I'm saying? If you're playing a real game, you got to play the real game. You got to play the game. So, and then there you go. That boy has separated. He is a separation specialist. It really doesn't take much for him to find those nooks and crannies and to open you up. And that's what, translate for him at another level. So let's take a peek at this. Remember, Harold Fannin, again, the most prolific tight end in this year's draft is headed to mobile. He led not all not all tight ends. Rather, he led all receivers, tight ends, running backs, Merry Christmas, Santa Claus, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. He led everybody in receiving yards. And this is the same year where people like Nick Nash and Travis Hunter were doing their big ones, right? Obviously, Travis Hunter was the Blitnikoff winner of the year. But 1,555 yards, 117 catches, and 10 touchdowns. It's a very, very special set of tape that was put out there for Harold Fannin. And again, he might just be at Bowling Green, right? It might just be Bowling Green, but man, he did it. I'm telling y'all, he did it against some top tier talent, including Texas A&M, right? He terrorized the MAC and did it at a high level with a high clip. And I'm looking forward to what else Harold Fannin is going to continue to do, because I think he's only going to continue to get better and better and better and better and help. And plays like this, because I don't want to watch too many plays. This was my favorite play, showcasing what he does and what he does best, helping out Shedeur Sanders. Now, it's 3rd and 12, right? In a 3rd and 12 situation, right? I think Shedeur and even the offensive coordinator is thinking, hey, let's just make a smart play and let's find a way to give our punter some space, right? We're on the 10-yard line. If we can get a little more space, create a little bit bigger margin of error for our punter, let's do that. But what happens here? Now, they get a little nasty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They send 5, but it's pretty black, but it's a screen. So Shedeur is patient. He rolls. Last second, they bearing down on him, and I think he takes a hit here. He takes a bit of a hit. Forget what Shedeur did. We love Shedeur. Soft hands from Harold Fannin. Secures the catch. Where does the ball go, Jerry Jeudy? I'm watching you. Hey, I'm gonna get Pablo Torre on you, Jerry Jeudy. You better tighten it up. Anyway, high and tight, because he's a running back. That's a tight end. Boom, right there. How about I stick my foot in the ground? Hey, I might not be the fastest, but I'm pretty quick. Let me make that happen. Okay, boom, stiff arm you. My name's Derrick Henry, actually, not Harold Fannin. Boom, get off me. Do you play professional football league? Do you play professional football? Because I'm up on your boy. I'm doing nasty things to you. On a 3rd and 12, Harold Fannin wills himself to a first down, and he did this countless and has done this countless of times this season. Harold Fannin is going to be a difference maker no matter who's at quarterback, but if he becomes a favorite target of Shedeur Sanders, I don't know who in the AFC North can stop this offensive duo, especially with Quinshawn, Dillon. I mean, right now, the Browns are young and they're prolific. It might get a little scary if they start winning some games. I don't know. Y'all look out. But y'all let me know how you feel down below in the comments. Do you think Harold Fannin is the truth? Are you now a Harold Fannin stan? I want all my CU aunties to support Harold Fannin because I think Harold Fannin is going to be a phenomenal part of the offense to help develop Shedeur Sanders and do what he does best, man. Y'all be great. Y'all be phenomenal. Like this video if you like it. Dislike it if you don't. Subscribe if you like football content of all shapes, size, forms, and fashion. As y'all have been seeing, I've been uploading Texans content. I've been loading all different types of stuff. I do have a second channel. So if you want more just general reactions, you can check that out. But on this channel, I want you to comment if there's any, maybe some evergreen, maybe some throwback stuff, maybe some different football stuff. I want to start expanding a little bit, really putting my foot in the world of foosball and giving y'all some different flavors. That we ain't stopping Shedeur content. I'm letting you know that right now. But I do want to give y'all more flavors to indulge in. So I appreciate y'all so much for watching. Hope you have a phenomenal rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.